This is a driver orientation video for all drivers loading and unloading at the Blue Ridge Lumberyard. Prior to entering the log yard, there is a railway crossing. Stop at the crossing and look in both directions for trains. Proceed when safe. The speed limit in the yard is 20 kilometers per hour. However, if there is high traffic or you are in a congested area, your maximum speed limit is 5 kilometers per hour. Due to safety hazards with moving equipment and trucks, the only times we allow you out of your truck in the yard is number 1, at the scale house, 2, using the washroom facilities across from the scale house, 3, at the DRAP station. This is also where we want you to remove your streamers and lights. 4. When unloading by the crane. 5. When using the trailer hoist. 6. When fueling up. 7. When cleaning off your trailer between the fuel tanks and the railway tracks. All drivers are required to have all 4 personal protective equipment. This includes footwear, hard hat, high visibility vest, and safety glasses. Appropriate clothing and footwear must be worn at all times. No shorts are allowed. All logging trucks in the yard must be equipped with a first aid kit, a 10-pound service-ready fire extinguisher, round-nose shovel, and an emergency spill kit. If one scale is closed and there is more than one logging truck needing access to the scales, trucks will alternate weighing in and out in the following sequence: one loaded, one empty, to avoid confusion. Approach the scale slowly, under 5 kilometers per hour. There are a set of sensors at the entrance to the scale, and as you pass through, a green light will turn on, signaling you to proceed. There are 2 more sets of sensors on both ends of the scale, and when you stop, make sure that your truck is not blocking these sensor eyes. If you are too far forward or back, adjust your position forwards or backwards so the sensor lights don't come on, but do not back completely off of the scale. If needed, drive off the scale and into the yard, and use an empty deck lane to come around again. Once your truck is properly positioned on the scale, exit the cab using the 3-point contact safety procedure, and remember to always wear your 4 PPE when outside of your vehicle. Cameras are located both inside and outside of the scale house. This data is recorded and can be seen by the staff at the main office building. If you need to use a restroom, there is one located across from the scale house. There are 2 weigh-in computers at the scale house, one on the east side for weighing in and one on the west side for weighing out. These next steps will describe the procedures for manual and barcode tickets when weighing in. If you have difficulty understanding how to use the computer or the procedures, there are 2 phones inside the scale house with numbers that you can call for assistance. If the phone rings while you're in the scale house, please answer it as someone from the office is trying to contact you. This is the procedure for entering the barcode load ticket information at the scales when inbound. First, place the barcoded load ticket sticker on a blank load ticket form. These are available in the scale house. Second, scan the barcode on your ticket by holding it 2 to 3 inches from the scanner. The red light must cross all the barcodes. Third, put the ticket in the printer, lining up the paper with the lines drawn on the side of the printer. Fourth, find your driver name and number on the driver list by using the page up and down buttons. Click on your name, then click the next button to continue. Fifth, review the information on the screen and click on the Yes button if all is correct, and the printer will automatically start printing your ticket. Take your ticket and return to your truck. If the barcoded ticket will not scan and no one is available on the phone to help, try entering the ticket manually by using the keyboard and mouse to type in the information. If that still does not work, use the Courtesy Weigh button at the bottom of the screen. You must use this process for weighing out as well. This is the procedure for manually entering load ticket information at the scales when inbound. First, enter the truck license plate number, click Enter, then click the Weigh-In button. Second, manually enter or pick the source block ID from the list, click Next to continue. Third, enter or select your truck configuration, click Next. Fourth, Enter or select your driver ID number. Click Next. Fifth, enter the TM9 load ticket number from the top of the manual ticket. Remember, all TM9 codes begin with a letter. Click Next. Sixth, put your blank manual load ticket in the printer. Review the information on the screen. Click Yes if all is correct, and the printer will automatically start printing your ticket. When properly completed, you can proceed to the yard to get unloaded. If you get a sample load, a beep will sound and a message will come on the screen. Press OK and continue to enter your info. When completed and you print your ticket, 3 pre-printed sample cards will appear below the printer. Each card is separated by a perforated line. Separate the cards and take the cards in the stapler out to your truck. Staple all 3 sample cards to the larger butts facing the cab of the truck. Remember to bring the stapler back before leaving the scales. For sample loads, use channel 5 on the radio to let the loader operator know that you have a sample load and you are leaving the scales. When offloading, drive from the scale house to the dewrapping station. Approach the dewrapping station smoothly, slowly, and under complete control. Do a visual check of the dewrapping station area and make sure that the protection arms have been returned to the open position before entering the dewrapping station. Take your time when entering or exiting your truck. Use the 3-point contact procedure. Check your footing and surrounding areas for slippery conditions such as ice or mud. Use the controller and press the up arrow to close the protection arms. Make sure the protection arms contact the load. In some cases, the wrapper may get caught up in the load. If that happens, use a pipe pull to free the wrapper. When you have removed all wrappers, use the controller to open the protection arms. Do a visual check of the area for debris and make sure that all protection arms have been returned to the open position. If any of the protection arms become jammed, do not back up. Backing up with a protection arm stuck will cause damage and unsafe conditions. If there is a problem with the dewrapping station, please notify the crane operator or one of the staff on the phone list at the scales. When leaving the dewrapping station, please notify the crane operator using channel 5 on the radio and tell the operator who you are, what kind of load you have, and whether you are a sample load. There are 8 decking or unloading areas at Blue Ridge Lumber Yard. Areas 1 and 2, main crane. Area 3, ready use beside the dewrapping station. Area 4, deck lanes. Area 5, south scale yard. Area 6, oversize yard. Area 7, shortwood. And Area 8, ready use at back. If you are being unloaded by the main crane, you must leave your truck and go to the offload booth wearing your PPE. There is a radio located inside the booth to help assist the crane operator. Please keep radio chatter to a minimum. Do not return to your truck until the crane has completed offloading your truck and the grapple is between the legs of the crane. For all other offload stations, please stay inside the cab of your truck. Once offloaded, proceed back to the scale for weigh out. Ensure that you stop at the stop sign and look in both directions for other traffic or pedestrians. Drive onto the scale slowly to weigh out. Remember the 5-kilometer speed limit. Exit your cab with 3-point contact and enter the scale house. Return to the computer and enter your truck number and click Enter. If the truck number is correct, click the gray Continue button. Make sure that all information is correct and click Yes. If the information is not correct, click No and you will return to the previous screen to make any corrections. After clicking Yes, put the ticket in the printer and click OK to print. Make sure that you leave the white and yellow copies in the correct bin. Also make sure that your ticket is completely filled in and that you have signed your ticket. This should be done before leaving the bush with a load. These are controlled government documents and failure to properly complete the form can result in a fine. This next section describes the procedure for using the trailer hoist. The hoist can be used by pole trailers or by Jeeps wanting to lift their Jeeps off the ground. The rated capacity for the trailer hoist is 8 tons. When operating the trailer hoist, if you notice any unusual sounds from the winch or cable block, stop operating the hoist and report this to Scales personnel immediately. Lower the hoist hook and secure it to your trailer, being sure to stay away from all pinch points. Move outside the protective railing to continue lifting your pole or Jeep. There is a limit switch which only allows 1,000 kilograms of weight before it stops. Use caution when operating this trailer hoist, as it has 2 speeds. Press softly to move the hoist slowly in low speed, press harder to move the hoist faster in high speed. For any adjustments to pole trailers, use the pipe pole provided at the hoist. For Jeeps, small adjustments by hand can be made, as long as you are careful to avoid pinch points. All Jeeps must have secondary locking devices to ensure the locking system stays in place. This is in accordance with DOT regulations. This hoist must be operated properly to ensure the safety of all who use this trailer hoist. In this final section, we want to show you a drive-through of the yard at Blue Ridge so you have a better understanding of where you may be asked to offload. When leaving the scales, make a right at the 3-way intersection. The dewrapping station is on your right and the main crane area and offload booth number 1 is to the left. To the right of the dewrapping station are the deck lanes. Traveling further south are more deck lanes on the right and offload booth number 2 to the left. At the end of this road, take a left which leads to entrances to the south scale yard on the right and the oversized yard straight ahead. Further up this road leads to the Shortwood yard. Continuing north now at the end of this road is the ready-use offload area. When returning back, make a hard left and continue down this road to join up with the main road again. Be careful when driving past offload area number 2. If there is another truck being offloaded, wait at this sign until the crane is finished offloading. Remember to always stop at stop signs and check for oncoming traffic. This concludes the Blue Ridge driver orientation video.